Hello, sports fans. By now, you'll know that the West Indies team has arrived in England, and there is so much to talk about with this West Indian team. The disease that went right across the world has affected almost every sporting team on the university. But this time, the West Indies are anxious to go to England to be able to enjoy another experience against the English team. Their visits to England have not always been good. When it was Viv Richardson, Gary Sobers, and Brian Lara, it was great. But in recent times, it was not as good as it should be. Okay, so Kemar Roach won a series for them a few years ago, and he bowled exceptionally well, and he's there again. But at this point in time, there are reservations. The first thing is, the team is not exactly the type of team that the West Indies has produced over the years. And more than anything else, they've not had the preparation which they should have had because of the fact that they could not utilize the fields, and it was against the medical rules that they can do anything else but relax. They've had a bit of it, and they will have a month of it before they play their first test match in Manchester. But what do we have? We've got some young players. They're enthusiastic. They're probably talented, but we're talking about the talent of these youngsters for 2 or 3 years. And they really have not matured in the way that the Gordon Greenidges and the Desmond Haynes and the Lawrence Rose have gone. And they're still into the young stage of it. It's not going to be a good series for the West Indies, if only because of the fact that playing in early July is going to find a wicket that is not as interesting for batsmen as it should be. When they're in early spring, in May and June, the wicket's difficult. Now it's difficult in a different way. It's a little bit fast, the ball's going to seam about, and these fast bowlers are going to have a ball. What is of interest to us is that the West Indies can have a ball with our fast bowlers as well. Kemar Roach, Alzarri Joseph, wonderful little Kemar Holder, another youngster coming into it, and of course Jason Holder, the captain. So there are a number of quickies there. There's Ruston Chase with a little bit of an off spin, which I don't think will be effective. But England's got a very, very experienced team, and they have been doing well. They've been consistent. Their bowlers, there's no doubt about it, they're top-class bowlers. England always produces good line, good length, a lot of seam, and in some cases, very fast bowling. What do we do from here? How do we think about it? Well, we're going to have to think about from the point of the batsmen putting their heads down. When you hear the names, you may not be interested, or you may not have heard them before. Craig Brathwaite is the youngster from Barbados. Potentially, he looked good over the past 4 or 5 years, but his technique is very, very shallow. He fails in the process of making shots because he is a bottom-handed player. Doesn't do as well. He's always bringing the ball onto the stumps from on the edge of the bat, or playing across the line and getting LBW. There are a number of ways in which he gets out, and these England bowlers are going to put him to that task. What do we have in store for them? Shai Hope, a youngster, Barbadian youngster, played a bit of his cricket in England, but he is clearly way above the other batsmen in the team, and a lot is going to be dependent upon him. By now, you probably know that Darren Bravo and Sherman Ketmire is not on the tour, together with, of course, young Paul. They have decided that they're not going to make the trip because of the disease. Okay, they are entitled to this. And if they go with fear, it really and truly does not mean that they should go. It means that they want to stay away from it, and they want to be able to be sure that what has happened as an improvement they must be assured that it will happen. The batsman that I'm sorry about is young Nicholas Pooran. This youngster was not well assessed. He started as a T20. He played some wonderful shots, but he got out. He likes hitting sixes. He's very rhythmic. He's a good hand-eye coordination. His foot movement is good. He's just a wonderful cricketer. And during the period of time, he was getting to 30 and 40. Sometimes he got to 80, but all in the T20 game. When he came to the ODIs, he was trying to simmer down, and eventually he got there. He scored 100 in the ODI in about 2 or 3 months ago, and it looked very much to me as though this young man has reached his top. He is concentrating well, he's playing every ball on its merit, he's using the ground boundaries instead of the speculative 6 boundaries, half of which he gets out with, and he's out of the team. That's unfortunate. I wonder who's selecting this team and would not have watched and see the improvement status of Nicholas Pooran. On the other hand, he's a wicket keeper. He would have been a reserve in this team. There are 14 players selected and 10 who went there just in case the other players got injured. But anyhow, let's wait and see. We wish them luck, and we hope that they will at least get one of the 3 test matches for the West Indies to be happy about.